Coming up on K-Nation, K-State is now one win away from bowl eligibility. We've got the highlights from yesterday's win over Oklahoma State in Stillwater.
Plus, K-State hosted round 2 of Sunflower Showdown volleyball. We've got all the stats from Saturday's afternoon matchup coming up.
And an exclusive one-on-one with KU Volleyball's Ryan White. Hear about their win over the Cats as the Hawks' goals for the end of the season and more in just a bit. Welcome into K-Nation. I'm Cole Implett alongside Sydney Clark.
We've got plenty to talk about today, including basketball and soccer, but let's start in Stillwater, Oklahoma, where the Kansas State Wildcats took on the Oklahoma State Cowboys yesterday.
Yes, that's right. The Cats were 2 wins away from bowl eligibility going into yesterday's matchup. The last time K-State didn't qualify for a bowl game was 2018 when the team went just a mere 5-7. But the team chose to opt out of playing a bowl during that year with the shortened 2020 season, citing concerns that it would have not enough players to play due to the COVID-19 pandemic. All right, well, let's get into highlights from yesterday's game. It was a slow start for the Wildcats on the road, coming out flat and trailing 6-0 to the Cowboys in the first half. But they would find the end zone when Avery Johnson found Jace Brown in the first half, and then Joe Jackson ran from 15 yards out in the fourth as they would go on to get the slim 14-6 win. The defense had 5 takeaways in this one, but head coach Chris Kleiman says wide receiver Jace Brown will be done for the season with an injury as the Wildcats need one more win for bowl eligibility. We did not hear from Coach after the game, but expect to hear from him and coordinators along with players throughout the week as they prepare to take on Utah and Salt Lake City this Saturday.
Now we had to look at from yesterday's game with just third time the Cats have come away from Boone Pickens Stadium with a win in 27 years.
It was a big one.
This was also the first time the Cats have won in Stillwater since 2017. The defense was a standout for the Wildcats with 5 takeaways. Zayshawn Rich with VJ Payne each had an interception, while Cody Stufflebean forced a fumble recovered by Damian Elaleo. Now Ryan Davis had a sack fumble recovered by Rex Van Wyn, and the Cats were able to capitalize on most of these errors, resulting in that 14-6 win.
All right, we heard the good. Let's hear the not so great part of yesterday's game.
There's always the not so good parts.
It was simply the offense. We saw it. They were outgained on the ground and in the air by the Pokes, who put up 373 total yards to the Cats 284. OK State quarterback Zane Flores was responsible for 233 pass yards, while Avery Johnson had just 177 throughout the air. The Cowboys had more first downs, a better third down conversion rate, and just barely edged out the Wildcats in time of possession. Despite K-State's historical struggles in Stillwater, these are not great numbers to put up against a 1-9 football team that is yet to win a conference game with an interim head coach. The Cats will quite the hill to climb with injuries piling up as they take on number 13 Utah in Salt Lake this weekend.
And KU football had a bye week this past week, so we'll hear from Coach Leipold tomorrow and coordinators later in the week as they prepare to take on the Iowa State Cyclones in Ames this Saturday. KU might not have been in action on the gridiron, but they were in action twice this past week on the court. The men hosted Texas A&M Corpus Christi on Tuesday, and the Hawks coasted to a 77-46 win, with freshman Cole Rosario scoring 16 points with 5 rebounds and a block. He was 6 of 10 from the field and 2 of 6 from the 3, and Flory Badunga followed with 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 blocks, going 6 of 7 from field goal range.
Yesterday's games was essentially more of the same, all right? After the Jayhawks kicked into gear in the last 10 minutes, they came away with a 76-57 win over Princeton. Flory Badunga led the way with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. He was near perfect 10 for 11 from the field with no 3-point attempts. Now, you might notice that freshman star Darren Peterson was absent from the stat sheet since KU's loss to North Carolina. He was ruled out of yesterday's game with a hamstring injury, and following the game, head coach Bill Self gave an update on Peterson's future.
And if Darren's playing, it's a different deal because hopefully he's the one shooting, a third of those threes himself. But we're not obviously going to have him at least for the immediate future. I just don't know how long that'll be. I'm not going to put him out there till he feels well. And you can say or think, well, we're trying to win the battle. Well, yeah, we are, but the battle's not near as important as the long-term.
Not exactly what you want to hear as a fan, but at the same time, if you have a star freshman who may be lingering injury, you don't want to get him back out there.
It's early. The season just started. We haven't even entered conference play yet, so kind of a strategic strategy for them right now.
Now they will have to quickly turn their heads, all right, to Tuesday. They're taking on the Duke Blue Devils from Madison Square Garden. Tip-off set for 8 o'clock.
And the K-State men had a quiet week with just one game where they hosted Cal on Thursday night, and this game was tight throughout with the Cats grabbing a narrow 99-96 win over the Golden Bears. K-State led 50 55-34 at the half, but the Golden Bears would explode for 62 points in that second half. Wow, I mean, Cole was shocked. I mean, I am too. With Chris Bell and Day Ames scoring 27 and 25 points each in the game. Luckily for the Cats, PJ Haggerty, Kamari McGriff, and Nate Johnson each scored 20 points, with Haggerty recording 23. Here's Drum Tank following that win.
The first probably 24 minutes, about 24 minutes, we played some really good basketball on both ends of the floor, and then human nature kicked in and they relaxed, and then those guys, because they relaxed, saw the ball go in the hole, and when you let good shooters like Chris Bell see the ball go in the hole, blessed for the win, excited to continue getting better.
The Cats are back in action tomorrow night where they host the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m.
And the KU ladies, they grabbed a nice 65-54 win over Lamar Wednesday, but Lamar kept things close early on, all right? They only trailed the Hawks by 4 points at the half before KU outscored Lamar 20-9 in the third quarter. Lamar scored 22 in the fourth, but it wasn't enough for the Cardinals. Junior Samaya Nichols had 15 points, 6 assists, and a rebound in Wednesday's game, while Ellie Evans scored 12 points with a pair of rebounds and a couple of steals.
And yesterday, the Hawks would take on the Missouri Tigers from T-Mobile Center in Kansas City for the first edition of the Border Showdown in basketball this season. This would be the first real challenge for Brandon Schneider's squad. The Hawks held strong, leading by 10 at the end of the half, but things would get pretty close with multiple lead changes in that third quarter, and the Tigers tying things up in the fourth at 66 apiece. The Hawks were able to close things out with an 82-77 win, so a big win for the Hawks early on, and Samaya Nichols and Elle Evans each scored 20 for the team, with Jalea Davis grabbing 15 points. Here's Brandon Schneider following that win.
Well, I thought our execution in the first half was really good, and unfortunately in the third quarter, especially in the first 5 minutes, we got really stagnant. Mizzou played a lot of zone, and we didn't move the ball, we didn't cut hard, we weren't aggressive off the bounce. We let it lull us to sleep a little bit, but I think in that media timeout in the third quarter, I thought we snapped out of it.
The Hawks will have some time off before hosting the Minnesota Golden Gophers this Wednesday, with tip-off set for 6:30 p.m.
All right, well, the Cats would then host South Dakota on Thursday, where K-State was outscored in 3 of 4 quarters, as the Cats led into the last second of the game when South Dakota's Patience Williams hit a 3 to end things. 5 of South Dakota's players were in double digits, leading to a 72-71 loss for the Wildcats, their first of the season. Once again, Taryn Sides led the way with 19 points and 8 rebounds, going 6 of 9 from the field, and she shot 50% on 3-pointers.
And the Texas A&M Aggies visited Bramlage Coliseum today and handed the Wildcats their second loss of the season. K-State's Brandy Herod was able to tie the game at 70 with 2:34 left in the fourth, but they were unable to keep up with the Aggies, resulting in a 77-72 loss. Senior Tess Hill scored 15 for the Cats with a pair of rebounds and 1 assist. She was 6 of 8 from the field and 1 of 2 and 3-pointers. Here's head coach Jeff Minnie following the loss at home.
I think there was a lot of growth in this game, but ultimately, we need to make more plays. The goal is to win the game, figure out how to win the game. So we're never going to be happy with the fact that we didn't do that. But if you didn't see progress today, then you weren't watching the same game I was watching. We had a lot of freshmen out there, a lot of young players, and I thought a lot of them did a lot of really, really good things. So I don't want that to go unnoticed.
The Cats will host Troy on Tuesday with tip-off slated for 6:30 p.m.
All right, well, don't go anywhere, folks. We're just getting started. Coming up later on K-Nation, we've got highlights from round 2 of the Sunflower Showdown on the volleyball court. Coming up, were the Cats able to complete the sweep, or did the Hawks split the season series?
But first, the Wildcats and Jayhawks are both a win away from bowl eligibility. We'll break down each team's best chance to clinch that crucial 6th win right after this.
This Thanksgiving, you can count on Dillon's. You get up high quality with our exclusive brands and down low prices. Because at Dillon's, quality and low prices always come together. Dillon's, fresh for everyone.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered.
Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Plus 60 months, no interest financing, and free shipping.
The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
I'm Roger Fincher. I've been serving the Topeka community for over 32 years, helping people after car accidents, premises liability cases, and other personal injury cases. If you ever need any help, stop by my office at 1263 Southwest Topeka Boulevard.
Step into a world where art meets innovation at the Museum of Art and Light. Experience the magic as traditional masterpieces blend seamlessly with cutting-edge digital installations, creating an extraordinary journey for your senses. From immersive exhibitions that spark wonder to hands-on workshops that unleash your creativity, we're transforming how you experience art. Join our community of explorers and innovators as we shape the future of artistic expression. Discover more at artlightmuseum.org.
When your cleaning project gives you trouble,
it's time to knock out dirt and grime, curb appeal style. Residential and commercial jobs too.
Curb Appeal Power Wash, knocking out dirt and grime like Topeka's own John Cantrell.
Call today and get 10% off any one service.
With Dillon's same-day pickup and delivery, you can shop the same in-store prices and have your groceries brought right to you. So you can spend time on what matters most. Dillon's, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back into K-Nation. I'm Sydney Clark alongside Cole Emplett. Let's look at what's ahead for K-State football with only 2 games left in the regular season. Hard to believe it, that football season is almost over. It's a sore topic for Cole. He's sad about it. Me too. But the Cats need just one more win to clinch bowl eligibility for the 5th straight season. But their next opponent won't be an easy one. K-State heads to Salt Lake City to take on the number 13 team in the country and the 8-2 Utah Utes, who are coming off a dominant 55-28 win over Baylor just yesterday. The Utes are 3rd in the Big 12 and on a 3-game winning streak. If K-State doesn't clinch its 6th win against Utah, they have one more opportunity against Colorado in the bill. Keep in mind the Buffaloes only have 1 conference win this season. But Cole, looking at the recent injuries that hit the Cats, how do you see that affecting them with the final stretch of the season to go?
I mean, to be completely honest, I just simply don't see them winning on Saturday against Utah squad, who's playing for a lot more than bowl eligibility. They're going to fight for a Big 12 conference championship spot, but also try to surge their way to the playoffs. So obviously, K-State a little banged up defensively from last week, and now offensively without their star piece, Jace Brown. I don't see them doing it against Utah, being heavily underdogs. Back at home, last game of the season against Colorado, a very inferior team. I think that's where they can really gel. Even if they're not looking the greatest, I still think they have the talent to get by them.
100%. And for the Hawks, they will wrap up their season against Utah, but first they head to Ames for the Iowa State Cyclones.
That's right. Kansas is looking for its 6th win to clinch bowl eligibility for the 3rd time in the last 4 seasons. And comparing their final 2 opponents, if KU is to clinch the time to do it, would be against the Cyclones, who KU has won the last 3 games against. Both squads will be coming off a bye week. Now, ISU, after clinching its 6th win of the season against TCU, where they also snapped their 4-game losing streak. And for Kansas, it's that tough loss in Tucson. Both the Hawks and the Cyclones are 3-4 in conference play. About an evenly stacked up matchup between these 2 teams on the gridiron.
And kind of the opposite here of K-State. They'll look to win Colorado if they lose against Utah. And for KU, the time is now against Iowa State, because if not, they are at home in the booth on senior day against Utah. And that, again, will be a tough matchup.
And you could say they could play spoilers, but similar to what I said, Utah is on a path right now. I don't see them being questioned by K-State or KU.
And you mentioned it earlier, it's different stakes for these teams. Utah and K-State and Utah and KU are playing for different separate things right there as well.
Exactly. So I think the Utes will have their business taken care of. So got to see KU take care of business in Ames this Saturday.
Hopefully both teams clinch that 6th win this weekend. But coming up after the break, we've got highlights from KU Soccer's Round 1 win over California Baptist from Friday, plus where and when and who they will play in Round 2. All of that and more is coming right up.
Car, truck, and motorcycle wrecks don't just happen during the day. They can happen late at night or on the weekends. Call Patterson Legal Group 24/7 to start getting the help you need now. In a wreck, need a check?
Call 431-0000.
Batter up at Play It Again Sports. We offer an extensive selection of new and used baseball and softball equipment from Wilson, Easton, Rawlings, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, String King, Dudley, Mizuno, Marucci, and Nakona. We have custom uniforms. Try before you buy with our indoor batting cage. Bring in your quality used gear to save even more by trading in and trading up or get cash on the spot. We are buying all day, every day. Play It Again Sports, 21st and Fairlawn in the Fairlawn Plaza Mall.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because we know it's more than a new home. It's really him. It's a new journey.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Whoa.
And when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly.
Go long.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
There's no place like today.
I'm obsessulated.
And this week, we're taking you inside the epic conclusion. Every morning, wake up with us and be changed for good.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Wicked Week on Today. This week.
On the next Fox 43 AM Live, we're chatting about National Family Caregivers Month with AARP. Plus, learn how you can make getting your home ready for the holidays a breeze with Clean Easy. Join us Monday morning at 9.
This November, start your day with the Emmy Award-winning Live. Sydney Sweeney, Billy Bob Thornton, Jeff Goldblum, and the Jonas Brothers.
Weekdays at 11 on 27 KSNT.
All right, round 2 of the Sunflower Showdown yesterday at Morgan Family Arena in Manhattan. Early this year, the Cats came out on top at Allen Fieldhouse in a back-and-forth match. Now the Hawks took the first and third sets while the Wildcats won the second and fourth and final sets. So K-State was going for the sweep yesterday while Kansas was looking to even things up. And things were pretty even to open set 1 before KU went on a 9-3 run, ultimately winning 25-22. The Jayhawks stayed hot in set 2, grabbing a 25-20 win. K-State would put up a strong fight in the third, but the Hawks were able to claw back and grab a 26-24 win to get the sweep. Ryan Swatson and Jelena Zlanovic, led the way with 10 kills each for the Hawks, and KU took round 2 of the Sunflower Showdown. Here's Kansas head coach Matt Ulmer following the sweep.
They picked their game up, I thought, in the third set. Their defense really came alive. They made some great swings. Their serving got better. And, again, we were down. I think old us would have lost that third set, and then we're probably going to a fifth set, and here we go. But new us, growing up, mature us, made some good adjustments and, just kept going, kept our composure, started to trust each other more and more. And all of a sudden you put pressure back on them and you make some plays.
Hawks will start on a 3-game road trip on Wednesday, where they'll play Utah and Salt Lake City at 8 p.m. For the Cats, they'll head down to Houston for a single road match against the Cougars on Wednesday. That match set to start at 7 p.m.
KU soccer hosted California Baptist in the first round of the NCAA tournament at Rock Chalk Park on Friday. This marks KU's 11th appearance in the tournament and third time in program history that the squad has made back-to-back appearances in the Big Dance. Number 3 seeded Hawks would take an early lead against the Lancers with a goal by Sage Wimes just 3 minutes into match. Then about 20 minutes later, it would be Caroline Costins and Lexi Wass, the assist of Jillian Redgorski, to sneak a shot in there. Goal Kansas, and now the Hawks are up by 2. But not for long. Just 4 minutes later, the Lancers would cut the lead in half with a goal by Anna Dostrovich. It's 2-1 KU. KU would knock one more in here before the half. It's Faith Johnson with the pass to Jocelyn Harima, then back to Johnson, and she kicks this one into the net. Another goal for the Hawks. Nate Lee said this was one of their most impressive goals all season. Neither team would score in the second half. KU takes round 1 3-1. Here's head coach Nate Lee following the win.
Interesting one because I don't think we played our best tonight. I thought we've been playing better of late, but to win an NCAA tournament game and say that, it means that the program has moved forward, and it's something we can be really proud of. One thing we did very well tonight was get off on the front foot. We stressed all week just to come out fast and to score goals early.
Coach said it wasn't their best performance, but a win is a win in the tournament to move on to the next round. Following that win, the Jayhawks will set their sights on taking on the 6th seed Louisville Cardinals in Durham, North Carolina. The Cards are 13-4-3 and hosted round 1 of the tournament. They played Kentucky and tied in regulation, defeating them 5-4 in penalty kicks.
All right, well, coming up right after the break on K-Nation, K-Nation producer Amy Acevedo caught up with KU Volleyball's Ryan White following the Sunflower Showdown win in Manhattan. They talk yesterday's rivalry sweep, goals for the end of the season, and much more right after this.
My energy bill's out of control.
Not mine. Champion Windows had a buy 2, get 2 free offer, and I jumped on it.
Wait, if I buy 2, I get 2 free?
Yes, just call Champion Windows already.
Buy 2, get 2 free won't last. Call 888-4CHAMPION today.
I decided I wanted to be a meteorologist at a very young age and never changed my mind. I've worked at a couple other stations in my career, but when my wife and I got to Topeka, it just felt like home and the right place to raise our family. I love working in the Midwest because we have a good dose of all 4 seasons each year. I love watching the beauty of storms, but I know what they can do, so I take my severe weather coverage seriously. If I can stay calm and collected during storms, then hopefully I can help those in the path of them stay calm too. That's why I'm here, working for you.
Plastic is flooding our planet, hurting wildlife and destroying delicate ecosystems. We can stop this by changing how plastic is made, used, and recycled, and building a better system from the ground up.
It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day.
A clean planet is possible. Let's build it together.
When everything's on the line, real heroes rise to the occasion. Or die trying.
We're firefighters. We're gonna find a way to get you out of here.
We take the hits together.
We're on the same team.
I'm right here with you, no matter what.
I would never leave you hanging in the deep end.
This place is a way of giving you new family.
Sundays at 11:30 on 27 KSNT.
Start your Friday with a donut. Fox 43 AM Live and Higher Grounds Coffee House and Deli are giving away donuts every week to a lucky business. We'll draw a winner on Wednesday and deliver the treats on Friday. Sign up your business today. Sponsored by Higher Grounds Coffee House and Deli.
Welcome back into K-Nation. I'm Cole Amplet alongside Sydney Clark.
K-Nation producer Amy Acevedo got to chat with KU Volleyball's Ryan White following a Sunflower Showdown win in Manhattan. Check it out.
No, they came to your house earlier this season. That one was a tight one, but they came out with the win. What does it mean to come here and get the win, but also get it in sweep fashion and just kind of dominate?
For sure. I think we expect a really high level of volleyball from ourselves every time we step in the gym, and so a lot of it comes down to like today and how we played is how we expect ourselves to play like every single time we get out there. They came and they really fought when we were in Allen, so that was a really great environment to be in, and they had some great defense. Like it was a defensive slugfest. Back and forth, and you know, like their libero played great. Like they had a really great game against us, but also we didn't feel like we played our best. So getting back in here, we just wanted to have the opportunity to come back and continue to play like our good ball, and obviously that 3-set sweep showed it.
And in the third set, kind of down a little bit early, but what can you say about the resilience of your team and your teammates to kind of come back and take this one and end it in 3?
Something that I constantly tell our team when we're in those tight moments, like I think we were down by 4 or 5 at one point, is tough moments don't last, but tough people do. Like we say that a lot. It's like, how tough can we be where like even when there's 5 points down, 6 points down, or like the game's close or they have game point, like how tough can you be to just keep pushing forward? And again, just we lost our comfort a little bit there. So can we get back to it? Can we get back to like putting the pressure on them? So.
And what can you say about Giovanna? She had a great match, just new coming in, especially a different style of volleyball, over in Europe and stuff. What can you say about how she's impacted the team, not only during this match, but also this season?
Yeah. Well, I've never played with a right side like her before. She's absolutely insane. She's also my pepper partner, and we hang out a little bit outside, so it's really fun to like get to know her as a human being too. But she just loves this sport so much, and to come in and like add as much as she does to our team is huge. And then obviously like in clutch moments, she just produces for us. So I think that's always been something that we lean on, is like when I'm at a system setting, like I want to set her because she'll make those clutch plays. So she's just a really good fallback for us. Like she consistently does her job across the board. So it's really nice to have that on a team where you can lean on it.
And you talked about kind of the environment playing at Allen when the Sunflower Showdown was in Lawrence, and here was a packed house today. Yeah. What can you say about kind of the growth of the sport of volleyball and the support that fans across the country are kind of showing to it?
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. We had almost 8,000 fans in Allen for the Sunflower Showdown. I know this place was sold out. Like, I think we heard about it a few days ago, but it's really cool to, like, I'm from the Pacific Northwest where volleyball is not as big. It's getting there for sure, but to come out to the Midwest for my last year and get to play in an environment everywhere you go where there's just so many fans, there's so many people, like, it's really a treat. Like, I think volleyball is the best sport ever, and it's so fast-paced and fun to play, so I'm just glad that people enjoy it enough to come watch us, and hopefully we keep giving people a show so they'll keep coming out.
Awesome, and Coach kind of talked about a little bit. You got the home stretch here of regular season conference play, going out on the road. That's going to be tough. How do you think your team is prepared to handle a tough road environment?
Yeah, we really think about our process, like we're a process over outcome, process over product type of thing. And we really think about kind of just like that next game. Like, it's faceless opponent. It's like, obviously K-State, there's like a little bit more meaning, but we try and look at it as like, it's not necessarily you're playing one specific team or one specific girl. It's like, can we just keep playing our good volleyball as a team, and that will produce good results for us. So getting back in the gym, continuing to work on a few things. I don't know how many aces we had. I feel like our serving was on them though today. So just really building on all those things that we continue to have and bringing that into, like, I think we have a road trip next week. So yeah.
And just kind of to wrap things up, what are kind of your goals, as the season kind of comes to an end for this team, tournament, stuff like that?
Yeah, obviously we just want to keep growing. Like, the best teams end up playing their best volleyball in December, and that's where we want to be. We'd love to host. Obviously the first and second round, having that home advantage is huge for us. But right now I think we're really just focused on, like, we want to do the next game, one game at a time, and then however far we go, like, we want to go to the Final Four. It's in Kansas City, so like, why would you not? So yeah, just doing everything we can to prepare ourselves for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
From Ryan, and great job, Amy, with the interview. We'll stick with us right after this. We'll have what to watch for both Kansas and K-State. Plus, we've got the odds for the Hawks and the Cats' upcoming games as they both end that crucial season, looking to get that 6th win coming up.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $400 off Doctor's Choice Elite adjustable mattress sets, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Hi, Clay Sherwood with Swims and Sweeps. I'm here with Frank and Dean, the CEOs of Puke, and they want me to tell you about Aspen Spas. We have personal spas, swim spas, and party spas available. Have Frank and Dean show you your new Aspen Spa.
Hi, I'm Evan with Noller Ford. I'm here with the F-150 pickup, that #1 selling half-ton in America. This beauty offers the XLT Black Appearance Package Plus, so you get the upgraded 20-inch gloss black wheels, up to 13,500 pounds of towing, available in a 2.7, a 3.5 hybrid if you like better gas mileage, or a 5.0 V8. Come on down to Noller Ford. For a limited time only, we have better than employee pricing for all, and we have a great selection of new F-150s like this one right here. Come down and see us.
It's traumatizing when you have a sick child. Then you are tired, very, very tired. The Ronald McDonald House is next to the hospital. They have a washing machine, kitchen, nice bed, but it's also being with parents of other children that are sick. It's very important for healing yourself. And when you are healthy, you can take care of your child.
The 27 News mobile app is designed with you in mind. We've provided an experience on our homepage featuring local news blocks, your weather forecast, and easy push notification subscription. Download the 27 News mobile app.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $400 off Doctor's Choice Elite adjustable mattress sets, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
All right, here's what we got this week, starting with the Wildcats. Men's basketball is home tomorrow versus Tulsa and will compete Thursday and Friday in the Hall of Fame Classic in Kansas City. Women's basketball will host Troy Tuesday and be on the road Saturday against Green Bay. Volleyball on the road Wednesday against Houston, and football can clinch bowl eligibility on the road in Salt Lake City against Utah on Saturday. Women's tennis will also be on the road in sunny Orlando, Florida for the NCAA singles and doubles championships. Cross country will also compete in the NCAA championships on Saturday.
It's a listful right there. For the Jayhawks, men's basketball will take on #4 Duke Tuesday night in Madison Square Garden. Women's basketball will host Minnesota on Wednesday, while volleyball will play on the road against Utah Wednesday night and at BYU on Friday. And soccer will play Louisville in the second round of the NCAA tournament on Thursday. And football will play at Iowa State, looking to clinch that bowl eligibility. And women's tennis will be in Orlando for the NCAA singles and doubles championships, while cross country will be in Columbia, Missouri for the NCAA championship as well.
All right, let's take a look at the lines for this weekend's games, both on the gridiron, as both teams 1 win away from bowl eligibility. And won't be easy for the Wildcats, who are 16.5-point underdogs on the road against number 13 Utah. Sydney, they'll definitely have their work cut out for them.
Meanwhile, the Jayhawks are 4-point underdogs on the road at Iowa State. So K-State got a tough coverage there, and the Kansas, obviously, +4 is not terrible.
All right, so we talked about what we thought on the remaining of their schedule. What do you think about the lines? I do think Kansas State could cover the spread if they have a close enough game, especially early on. They have to really respond. KU, I feel like you just got to go for the win. I feel like it's either win or they're not going to be in that spread area.
Yeah, and honestly, it's win or lose at this point because for KU, it's going to be a tough stretch against Utah. K-State luckily has that bounce back game they can have against Colorado if they do lose on Saturday. Hopefully they get that 6th win, though.
It's going to be interesting. Well, thanks as always for watching K-Nation. Make plans to join us next Sunday and every Sunday from now on after our 10 p.m. newscast.
Have a great night. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll get fired up. I'm not in the best of spirits right at this moment, but
if you didn't see progress today, then you weren't watching the same game I was watching.